am a student of class 10. The Bible passage I am going to recite now is the description of the books of the Old Testament. The Old Testament is the first 39 books in most Christian Bible, consisting of the original promise of God to Abraham, his descendants to the time of Jesus in the New Testament. Genesis speaks of beginnings and is foundational to the understanding of the rest of the Bible. It is supremely a book speaking about God and His creation, God, humankind, and between human beings. Exodus describes the history of the Israelites leaving Egypt after slavery. Leviticus means concerning the Levites, the priests of Israel. It explains how they are to be His holy people and to worship Him in a holy manner. Numbers relates the story of Israel's journey from Mount Sinai to the plains of Moab on the border of Canaan, the rebellion of God's people and their subsequent judgment. Deuteronomy serves as a reminder to God's people about His covenant. The book is a pause before Joshua's conquest begins and a reminder of what God required. Joshua is a story of conquest and fulfillment for the people of God. After 40 years in the desert, the Israelites finally entered the land promised to their ancestors. Judges. The book of Judges depicts the life of Israel in the promised land, from the death of Joshua to the rise of monarchy.
To what is good. Be devoted to one another in brotherly love. Honor one another above yourselves. Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor serving the Lord. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Share with God's people who are in need. Practice
even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be paid in full. But love your enemies, do good to them, and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungodly.
Then man goes to his eternal home, and mourners go about the street. Remember him before the silver cord is severed, or the golden bowl is broken, and the spirit returns to God who gave it. Meaningless, says the teacher. Everything is meaningless. Not only was the teacher wise, but also he imparted knowledge to the people. He pondered and searched out.
When it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Do not take revenge, my friends, but leave room for God's wrath, for this is true. It is mine to avenge, I will repay, says the Lord. On the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. In doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Romans chapter 12, verses 9 to 21.
When the stars go dark, and the clouds return after the rain, when the keepers of the house tremble, and the strong men sleep, when the grinders cease because they are few, and those looking through the windows grow dim, when the doors to the street are closed, and the sound of grinding fades, when men rise up at the sound of birds, but all their songs grow faint. When men are afraid of heights and of dangers in the streets, when the almond tree blossoms and the grasshopper drags himself along, and desire no longer is stirred, then man goes to his eternal home, and mourners go about the streets. Remember him. Before the silver cord is severed, or the golden bowl is broken, before the pitcher.
Surely he will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his feathers, and under you will find refuge. His faithfulness your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, and it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked.
And thirst for righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in the heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those that are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely
Grieve, mourn, and wail. Change your laughter to mourning, and your joy to gloom. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and He will lift you up. Brothers, do not slander one another. Anyone who speaks against his brother or judges him speaks against the law and judges it. When you judge the law, you are not keeping it, but sitting in judgment on it. There is only one lawgiver and judge, the one who is able to save and destroy. But you, who are your neighbor, now listen. You who say, today or tomorrow, we will go to this or this.
When I became a man, I put childish ways behind me. Now we see but a poor reflection, as in a mirror, then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 1 to 5.
turn to him the other also. If someone takes your cloak, do not stop him from taking your tunic. Give to everyone who asks you, and if anyone takes what belongs to you, do not demand it back. Do to others as you would have them to do you. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those from the mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, the violence overwhelms the mouth of the wicked. Hatred stirs up dissension, the love covers over all wrongs. Wisdom is found on the lips of the discerning, but a rod is for the back of him who lacks judgment. Wise men store up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool invites ruin. The wealth of the rich is a fortified city, but poverty is the ruin of the poor. The wages of the righteous bring them life, but the income of the
But keep your spiritual fervor serving the Lord. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Share with God's people who are in need. Practice hospitality. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Mourn with those who mourn. Live in harmony with one another.
Do not be proud, but be willing to associate with people of low position. Do not be conceited. Do not profane
mercy. Blessed are the pure in the heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those that are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted
comes, the imperfect disappears. When I was a child, I thought like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I would shout